not at the Palestra. Cardinal O'Hara very much looking to win 2 in a row. They are a favorite coming in tonight.
And about this time, the officials are out in the court and they're talking to the captains. We're going to send you to an interview we did yesterday with Pat Berry, as I had a chance to talk to her in her office at St. Huberts up in Northeast Philadelphia.
The senior football captain represents trainers military. Game 1, featuring the girls' championship for the captain of Philadelphia, featuring the Cardinal O'Hara Lions and the St. Huberts Philippines. Let's begin the three boxers for each team. First, the Cardinal O'Hara Lions finished first in the South during the regular season. Also, the Southern Division playoff champions coming into the senior game with a record of 20-5. Introducing the non-starters. First, a junior, 5 feet 9 inches tall, number 11, Stacie Keffer. A junior, 5 feet 6 inches tall, number 12, a sophomore, 5 feet 7 inches tall, number 13, a junior, 5 feet 6 inches tall, number 15, a senior, 5 feet 9 inches tall, number 20, a junior, 5 feet 9 inches tall, number 21, a freshman, 5 feet 7 inches tall, number 23, a junior, 5 feet 10 inches tall, number 14, a senior, 6 feet 1 inch, number 30, a sophomore, 5 feet 7 inches tall, number 10, a sophomore, former Lions, at a forward position, junior, 5 feet 8 inches tall, number 33, Green. The other forward, junior, 5 feet 11 inches tall, number 32, Chrissie Donahue. At the center spot, the senior, 5 feet 11 inches tall, number 22, At the guards, the senior, 5 feet 5 inches tall, number 24, Stacie Keffer. At the other guard, junior, 5 feet 6 inches tall, number 31, the head coach of the Lions in his fourth season is Jack Keffer. The assistants are working eventually along with Marcus Trevor and Steve Langley. And for the St. Huberts High School games, first place finishers in the Cardinal O'Hara also the Lower Division playoff champions for the senior game with a record of 20-4. First non-starter, the junior, 5 feet 8 inches tall, number 14, a junior, 5 feet 5 inches tall, number 15, a junior, 6 feet tall, number 28, a senior, 5 feet 10 inches tall, number 21, Chrissie Donahue. A junior, 5 feet 7 inches tall, number 30, a senior, 5 feet 8 inches tall, number 32, Lions. Freshman, 5 feet, 11 inches tall, for the vanguard. And the starting lineup for the Canadians. At forward position, the junior, 5 feet, 8 inches tall, for the 13, Jake Lysol. On the other forward, the senior, 5 feet, 8 inches tall, for the 22, Stacie Keffer. The center spot, junior, 6 feet, 3 inches tall, for the 15, Danielle Founds. At the bar, the senior, 5 feet, 7 inches tall, for the 11, Susan Glenning. And at the other bar, the junior, 5 feet, 7 inches tall, for the 23, Lions of Cardinal O'Hara. The head coach of the band is her second season is Pat Berry, her assistant, Captain Volleyball Camp, junior coach.
You have to know, you have to really earn an assignment for doing a title game as an official.
And you can hear the crowd now because both teams are at center court, just about set to go for St. Huberts. The center is Danielle Founds, a 6'3" junior. She'll be jumping it up against Chrissie Donahue. We're about to go. O'Hara wearing the road blue because St. Huberts in part doesn't have road uniforms, so they'll be wearing white. St. Huberts wins the tap. Sue Glenning's got it as O'Hara starts out man-to-man defense. 31 Ann Gallagher will be going on Sue Glenning. Glenning has the basketball top of the key, going against Gallagher. She's out there with Jen Beisel, Colleen McFadden, Danielle Founds, and Jennifer Bongard. This is 13 Beisel with the basketball in the lane, and she puts up a shot in the paint, up and good. St. Huberts scores first. Jen Beisel makes it 2-0. O'Hara running the other way. This is Stacie Keffer driving all the way. No, but she's fouled. And how often do we see that? The foul's on number 50, Danielle Founds. They just inbound the ball very quickly to O'Hara. They run it. They run up and down the court as fast as any team I've seen, boys or girls, all season long.
And I don't know about strategies, but running down the court, and if that center Danielle Founds is the only one back as she was in that occasion, if she takes more than one foul, they really don't have much height besides her. She's a 6'3" junior, and she gets 5 rebounds a game. She's not much of a scorer, but she is their aircraft carrier, so to speak, and already the first foul less than 30 seconds into the ball game.
Stacie Keffer misses the first free throw. Second one's no good also. Donahue's got the offensive rebound, turn around, moving the paint, up and good, and O'Hara's on the board. Chrissie Donahue with the left hand. We're tied at 2, 7:25 to go first quarter. O'Hara putting on that 1-3-1 diamond press, and Glenning breaks it, goes all the way, layup good. Left-handed layup over Keffer. It's 4-2 St. Huberts. Denise Dillon's trapped in the corner as now St. Huberts starts with a 1-2-1-1 press. Full court, I may add. Here's Keffer with a good fake. Foul line extended right, goes to the right wing. He fires from 12 feet off the rim, no good. St. Huberts has the rebound. We got a foul on Denise Dillon over the back going for the rebound. One of the problems that hurt Cardinal O'Hara in their loss to Downingtown was foul problems. Marnie McQueen and Denise Dillon both played that game in major foul difficulty, bringing Sarah Mahon and Gretchen Fricko into the game earlier than maybe the coaching staff at O'Hara wanted, and they got to be careful about that. Here's Huberts breaking the press again. The ball goes off Sue Glenning. Good hustle by Marnie McQueen as she blocked Glenning's path to get the basketball. Out of bounds, off St. Huberts.
Both teams are pressing, and so far here in the first minute of the game, Jeremy, both clubs have been able to break that press and create man or woman power advantages down at the other end. Here comes O'Hara.
Here's Denise Dillon going inside to Chrissie Donahue. Her shot's no good. A fight for the rebound between Founds and Donahue. Alternating possession rule keeps the ball to Cardinal O'Hara. Good hustle by both players there. O'Hara to inbound underneath the St. Huberts bench. This is Donahue. She has it on the right wing. Now they can swing it to the top of the key to Marnie McQueen. She finds Ann Gallagher. She's going to fire a long three-pointer off the back iron. No good. And they fight for the rebound, and it's Beisel with the basketball. She's got a 2-on-1. Her pass inside to number 23. McFadden is stolen away. Stolen away by Denise Dillon. She's got McBreen ahead of her, and now she does throw it, but it's picked off by Sue Glenning. Now Glenning's going to go the other way. 2-on-1. She's got Beisel. Beisel shoots over Dillon, up and good.
Puts in the 2-on-1 layup break.
It's 6-2 now. St. Huberts surprisingly up by 4. Here's Stacie Keffer to drive. Inside pass to Donahue. Puts up a wild shot. It's an air ball. And the rebound by Sue Doherty, the 5th starter of St. Huberts. And she gives it to Sue Glenning. And right now, St. Huberts looking pretty composed against that O'Hara press. They get it up in the man-to-man defense now. This is 23 with the basketball. McFadden swings it back to Sue Glenning, top of the key. She has it poked away by Gallagher. Gallagher steals the ball. 3-on-1 break, 4-on-1 now for O'Hara. This is now Gallagher with the left hand, drive all the way, no, but she's fouled. She got hammered by 23, Colleen McFadden.
And I want to tell McFadden went for the ball, but she got her money's worth as she slashed down the lane as the O'Hara player was coming in with a fairly uncontested layup. Not an intentional foul, but I'll tell you something, that's about as hard a foul you'll see in a girls or women's basketball game. She was going to make O'Hara earn these 2 points from the line.
First free throw up and good for Ann Gallagher, her first point of the game. An excellent foul, I would say, John. Did a 4-1 break. I mean, it looked like an automatic 2, and I think the defender did the right thing. Gallagher's got the second free throw as well. It's now 6-4 St. Huberts. The Bambies up by 2. 2-1-2 press now, full court for Cardinal O'Hara. Donahue and McGreen are the front men in this press. Now they do get it over half court and into the sure hands of Sue Glenning. He averages about 14 a game.
It is easy to see the presses and the zones this high at the roof of the Palestra. Down on the floor, it's sometimes more difficult to tell exactly what the defenses are.
They swing it around, and now this is Beisel going inside to the center. Bounce, turnaround jumper up and good over Donahue. Danielle Bounce with a nice-looking 8-foot jumper the right baseline. St. Huberts does not press this time. Looks like they're going to drop back in man-to-man defense. I'm sure St. Huberts came in feeling they were big underdogs, but they're playing with nothing to lose. They're playing definitely to go for the championship. They're playing well. 8-4. Huberts up by 4. 4:54 to go first quarter. Stacie Keffer has the top of the key. She's going to fire for 3. It's up and good. Stacie Keffer for 3. And John, you've got a stun face.
Well, the first 3-pointer taken tonight, and it's bottom of the net. As a matter of fact, the net almost didn't move. That's how on target that shot was from about 22 feet.
8-7 as O'Hara cuts to 1. I thought you were stunned for a reason. Yeah, it was kind of weird because she fired from about 22 feet and the net never moved. That's how good a shooter Stacie Keffer is if left open. 8-7, St. Huberts by 1. Glenning with pressure by Gallagher. She better get it away with 5-second call. Gets it away now to McFadden. She drives in the foul line. Shot over Keffer, up and good. Colleen McFadden makes it 10-7 St. Huberts. And now they call the press on again, does the coach, Pat Berry. But Keffer's going to break it all the way. Driving layup, up and good. Stacie Keffer has 5 points. 10-9, St. Huberts by 1. And now it's O'Hara in the 2-1-2 press.
And not really much of a move down the lane by Keffer, short of a matador defense by St. Huberts for the first time. And she just slashed down. Nobody even stepped in front trying to take a charge, and she put in a layup.
There's a good ball movement by St. Huberts as they work the ball around. Missing a 10-foot shot will be 23 McFadden. But we're going to have a foul inside. That might be 2 on Dillon. Let's wait and see. They do call it on Dillon, and I'm pretty sure that's her second. Well, John McAdams said it was the first, so I'm not sure who they called the other first one on.
The earlier foul was on Chrissie Donahue for O'Hara.
Okay, Donahue's got 1, and Dillon's got 1. Good break for O'Hara. 10-9, St. Huberts by 1. 3:42 to go in the first quarter. McFadden misses a 3-pointer top of the key. Marnie McGreen's got the rebound, gives to Gallagher. Denise Dillon's open on the right wing, and now does go to her. They're working for that setup play to Donahue. Instead, they go to Marnie McGreen. Left-handed layup, try. No, but she's fouled before the shot. Let's see if she gets 2 shots out of it.
Yes, it'll be on Glenning. Susan Glenning, the 5'5" senior guard, averages 13.5 points a game. That's her first, and the third on the team.
Marnie McGreen will go to the line, and she's one of the 2 best foul shooters for Cardinal O'Hara. Her and Keffer are pretty sure-handed when it comes to foul shots. McGreen's first one is up and good. Marnie McGreen, we may find out next year, is the best shooter on this entire O'Hara team.
She's a 5'8" left-hander, and she studies her second foul shot.
Second free throw around the rim and good also for McGreen, and it puts O'Hara up for the first time. They're up 11-10 with 3:29 to go first quarter. This is Sue Glenning trying to break the press, dribbles it off Dillon's foot. There's a fight for it. Keffer gets it, goes to Denise Dillon, back shot up and good for Denise Dillon. It's 13-10, O'Hara by 3 as the press is heavy now. 2-1-2, and Glenning again is trapped in her backcourt. She gets it to number 22 Doherty, they get it to McFadden who breaks the press. Now they get into the front court. McFadden has it. I'm sure they want it in the hands of Glenning, the 5'7" senior point guard, who's going to Villanova and will be the roommate of Stacie Keffer. Shot up, no good by Beisel, and Dillon's got the rebound. Nice pass to Gallagher, another nice pass to Donahue. Left-handed layup up and good. Chrissie Donahue's got the layup. She's got 4 points. O'Hara's on a 6-0 run. They lead 15-10. 2:45 to go here in this first quarter. 15-10 O'Hara. We'll take a break. You're listening to...
O'Hara has just stormed ahead, a 5-point lead at 15-10, and we're back to action. Jeremy Treatman with the play-by-play.
Thank you very much, John. Foul, full court man-to-man press, and St. Hubert's trying to break it. They do get it into the O'Hara front court. This is McFadden swinging it to Sue Glenning. She's guarded by Gallagher, who's all over. Gallagher really improved this year, the junior, and she'll be one of the mainstays for O'Hara's team next year. McFadden's got it now. They double on her, but finding Pounds wide open at the foul line. The shot is short. Keffer's got the rebound, and way ahead is Chrissie Donahue. She's got it. No one to stop her. Driving layup up and good. 8-0 run for O'Hara. They're up by 7.
There's really no reason for that breakaway off that rebound, but the one point I want to make, that Pounds, she had the ball at the foul line. She had an open jump shot, but she had no one in front of her. She should have put that ball on the floor and driven to the bucket.
And as you're speaking, another turnover as Gallagher picks off a pass intended for Beisel on the press, and Beisel does commit the foul in frustration, trying to steal it back. So O'Hara will have the basketball, 17-10. O'Hara leads. They're on an 8-0 run right now. 1:58 to go in this first quarter. With the basketball, Gallagher, guarded by McFadden. Now they're working left wing to McGreen. They set up a pick up high, and Keffer's got the basketball, dribbles away from the pick. Dillon. Now she tries left baseline, looks for somebody, finds it to Donahue. Gets it to Gallagher. Now back to Donahue in the paint. Left-handed layup up and good. Chrissie Donahue is just so tough when she gets the ball with good position. She's so close to the basket, it's hard to stop. 5'11" junior now has 8 points to lead all scorers. 19-10 is the score. O'Hara up by 9. They're really making a run here, 10-0. Off the press, they do get it to Pounds. Layup up and good over Keffer. 4 points now for Pounds. It's 19-12.
And that last basket by O'Hara prior to the Pounds bucket, you really have to say good work on that entry pass by Keffer, because that's what made that play an easy basket.
We've got a rare turnover by O'Hara now as they were on a 12-2 run. The pass intended for Chrissie Donahue went out of bounds.
As much as these two teams have been pressing each other here in the first 7 minutes of the game, it's only 2 turnovers apiece. And that is not sloppy basketball, the way both teams are pressing end-to-end both ways.
This is Jen Beisel as in the right corner for St. Huberts is swinging to McFadden. She's guarded by Dillon, and now St. Huberts is setting everything up again. They're trying to set a screen to get number 30. Is just into the game for the first time. Trisha Dixon into the offense. Now Dixon's wide open at the foul line. She's going to put up a shot. It's up and good. Chrissie Donahue didn't get it. So Dixon gives him a quick lift, just coming in. 19-14. St. Huberts cuts it to 5. Keffer breaks the press all by herself. She's dribbled by 3 white shirts. Now pass to Donahue's picked off by St. Huberts. But the ball comes loose, and Marnie McBreen's got it, but they say she stepped on the end line. And it's a turnover. Number 3 for O'Hara. St. Huberts gets it back. Trish Dixon that makes a good play on defense. Marnie McBreen. Well, it looked like O'Hara, they break the game open pretty quick in the first quarter with that run. But now it's down to a 5-point game again.
And we have a substitute coming in for O'Hara. Christy Maloney, number 21, us. 5'9" senior forward is into the game.
Actually, I got to correct you there. It's Megan Dillon. I think you got the wrong roster
there. Oh, I'm sorry.
Megan Dillon, that's the sister of Denise Dillon, and she's a junior, and she'll probably fill into her sister's role next year. Megan Dillon has filled in well when other players got in foul trouble this year. 3-pointer up, no good by Glenning. Rebound Donahue. We got another foul going for a rebound by St. Huberts. They got to watch that. That's number 13, Beisel, I believe. No, maybe it's 23, McFadden. Let's wait and see.
Colleen McFadden. That's her second foul and the 15th foul. 1 more to give, and then O'Hara will be shooting the rest of the half. We only have 8 seconds left here in the first quarter, and O'Hara's trying to get a shot off.
This is Gallagher with it, top of the key, going to Keffer for 3 seconds, 2. Keffer has the top of the key, has the ball poked away. They're not going to get a shot off. O'Hara leads after 1 quarter, and it's 19-14.
And Stacie Keffer is too heavy a ball player to not get a shot off. She must have not really looked at the clock and not know there was only 10 seconds when they had the possession. So we've reached the end of the first quarter, and the score here in the girls' Catholic League Championship game from the Palestra, Cardinal O'Hara 19, St. Huberts 14. You're listening to your country cousin WCZN. Got to start doing some of these. This is break number 4, right? I beg your pardon? I took it when you gave it to me. When you tell me to... You said you're on. Don't give me a cue until it's time then. What break are we on? This is Worldwide Aquarium and Archdiocese, right? Okay, thanks. And tell me when we're on. Pop me up.
What happened?
Just give me a cue, and then he says, you know,
we weren't on?
No, and then we started a couple seconds early.
1590 WCZN radio, WCZN, Cardinal O'Hara, St. Huberts, Catholic, including Archdiocese of Philadelphia, the only recruitable home.
You see, you said now. I thought you said now. Just said no, and it sounded like you said now. The Palestra is the site, the second quarter of the O'Hara-St. Huberts game. O'Hara leads 19-14. St. Huberts has the ball.
And into the game for O'Hara, Megan Dillon, along with Denise Dillon, Stacie Keffer, Marnie McBreen, and Chrissie Donahue. Left-handed layup, no good by Glenning, as she made a good drive over McBreen that time. Off the rebounds by Megan Dillon, and gets it up to Keffer. Quick dribble left side. Her shot is wild, but coming down with a rebound, Marnie McBreen on the right side, but her pass to Dillon's picked off. And number 30, Dixon has it. She gets into the front court. St. Hubert's staying alive. They're only down 5, 19-14. O'Hara leads, 7:30 to go, second quarter. Colleen McPadden with the basketball, has the ball stripped by Stacie Keffer. Keffer's got a breakaway. She goes into the paint, layup up, it's good. Stacie Keffer with a nice play.
And besides that steal by Keffer, and the Huberts player really didn't challenge her and gave her that breakaway, didn't try to reach, come up behind it.
Well, I think that's the deceiving part of Stacie Keffer. That's how fast she gets down the court. The other girl couldn't stop her. Here's a shot up and missed by number 40, Jennifer Bongard, the 5'11 freshman.
Well, it was McFadden, and she already has 2 fouls, and she didn't want to get a 3. Really, the one statistic that is heavy in O'Hara's favor is right now, with 7 minutes to go in the second quarter, O'Hara has out-rebounded St. Huberts 8-3, including 2 off the offensive board.
I talked to Rennie Pierangeli, the assistant coach to Jack Keffer at Cardinal O'Hara, about how many girls would get to play tonight, and he said, of course, it depends on the structure of the game. Right now, O'Hara is getting a chance to put a couple of their subs into the game. A couple of the key ones, Sarah Mahon's in the game. As Gallagher makes a pass inside, it's a wild pass, but McBreen runs it down. McBreen's in with Megan Dillon and Gallagher, Sarah Mahon, and Denise Dillon into the game for St. Hubert's, number 30, Trish Dixon. Glenning's into the game. Feisel's into the game, as here's a shot put up by Denise Dillon. No. Offensive rebound is by Megan Dillon. They're tied up. An alternating possession rule. I believe, again, Cardinal O'Hara's going to get it. They've got 2 out of 3 so far. Another substitution, 50, Danielle Founds into the game. She'll replace Jen Feisel.
It's not 2 out of 3, Jeremy. St. Hubert's got the possession to start the quarter. It is an alternating procedure.
Well, that's right. 2 out of 3. They got 2 out of the last 3.
Well, that's because the first one of the game, the original jump ball, did go to St. Hubert's.
That's true, that's true. There's a mad scramble for the ball at the foul line, and coming up with it is Cardinal O'Hara. Megan Dillon swings it over to Marnie McBreen. She's got it at the top of the key now, working a 2-man game with Gallagher. Gallagher thinks about a 3-pointer way deep on the right side. Now fakes an entrance pass to Mahon. It's wild, picked off by Sue Glenning. Here comes St. Hubert's the other way. Glenning's foul line extended right. Good left-handed pass inside to number 40, Jennifer Bongard. Her shot goes in and out of the rebound by Megan Dillon. Goes to McBreen. Great pass up ahead to Ed Gallagher. Right hand to layup. No good. McBreen hustles for the rebound. Throws it in and she's fouled. What a play by Marnie McBreen.
And I'm really impressed with the way the O'Hara, that's their 10th rebound. Again, they're dominating the boards here in the first half. It's not just that they did outlet the ball. It's not a long outlet. But then those guards, they just slashed over midcourt, and they have a man power, or in this case, a woman power advantage, 2-on-1, 3-on-2, and they're getting a lot of opportunities going down the lane. In this case, they missed a shot, but then got another rebound, an offensive board, their 3rd of the game, and a chance for a 3-point play.
Marnie McBreen's free throws up and good. She's got 5 points. O'Hara's got their biggest lead of the game now, 24-14, 5:53 to go first half. And another factor of that, John, is that O'Hara, the girls really hustle. They're always hustling. It's part of the offensive mentality that they're taught here. As here's a travel up to press. Number 23, Colleen McFadden had trouble bringing it up against Gallagher and Keffer. They're always running. I think they're in the best shape of any team I've seen this year in girls scholastic competition, too. And that includes Downingtown.
St. Hubert's 3rd turnover of the game. O'Hara's turned the ball over 4 times, but again, they've had many more opportunities to bucket with all those rebounds, including 3 off the offensive board.
Sarah Mahon gets the ball into Marnie McBreen, who swings it back out to Stacie Keffer. Another drive on the left side. Bank shot up and good for Keffer. Stacie Keffer's got 9 points. Really heating up early tonight. 26-14, O'Hara by 12. 5:20 to go second quarter.
And I have not mentioned the very nice shooting percentage O'Hara has so far.
Missed layup as an individual play by Sue Glenning. St. Hubert's has the rebound, and let's see where the foul's going. It looks like against St. Hubert's one more time.
That's right, and this is the 7th, so O'Hara will go to the line for the 1-and-1 with 5:15 to go, already up by 12, and they'll be at the line on every foul, shooting or non-shooting, here the rest of the half.
Though O'Hara's up by 12 right now, you St. Huberts fans should not be that discouraged, because Cardinal O'Hara did have a couple of double-figure leads earlier this season and did not win the game. One was against Christ the King, another was against Downingtown. Actually, Downingtown was a 9-point lead in the second or the third quarter, and Downingtown was able to come back. O'Hara's Donahue makes the first free throw, making it 27-14.
That foul, the 7th on the team, was on St. Hubert's Jennifer Bonga, her first. She's a freshman, averages 5.5 points. 5'11", her first foul, and it's now a 28-14 game as O'Hara has doubled up St. Hubert's here in the first half.
5:12 to go now in the first half, 28-14 as Donahue makes two. They steal off the inbounds again. McBreen goes in, no, but she's hacked by McFadden, and that's going to be 3 on McFadden. Well, we anticipated that O'Hara had a chance to really do some damage against St. Hubert's and do it early. Hoping for a pretty competitive Catholic League championship game, but right now O'Hara in command, 28-14, 5:05 to go, second quarter.
That opportunity came on another offensive rebound, the 12th in all for the team, and they're just getting too many opportunities. The score 28-14, 5:05 to go. We'll be back with more second quarter action in the Palestra on your country cousin, WCZN. Only tell me when, just say, you're back on the air. That's your cue back to me to talk. You're back on the air. That's what it's saying. Not go, not now. You're back on the air. You try to give me a count. You got it. You better have it.
And back here at the Palestra, Jeremy Chicken along with John Rapal as Marty McBreen's going to the line for free throws. She hits the first one. This is another part of the fundamentals that Cardinal O'Hara does so well. They shoot the free throws so well. Marty McBreen's second free throw is off the front rim and good. Marty McBreen is 5 for 5 from the line. And she's got 7 points. O'Hara's up by 16, 30-14. Glenning breaks the press and she's got Pounds with her. And now pulls up as Denise Dillon and McBreen put heavy pressure on her. There's a nice pass by Glenning inside to Beisel. Layup is up and good. Beisel found the seam that time, and she's got a layup. Beisel with 6. It's 30-16. O'Hara by 14. This is Gallagher and Keffer bringing it up. 1-2-2 full court press, and now they drop back. It looks like a 2-3 zone. That's Marty McBreen for 3. And that's what I was talking about. Marty McBreen hitting for 3 on the right wing. About a 20-foot shot. Marty McBreen now leads all scorers with 10 points.
2 for 2 from three-point range for O'Hara.
Good penetration the other way by St. Huberts. And hitting the basket is Danielle Pounds on the pass from Jennifer Bongard. With a freshman dribbled by the O'Hara team. Keffer goes the other way, almost travels, finds McBreen. Now goes to Gallagher. Gallagher finds Marty McBreen top of the key. Now McBreen's going to drive in and swings it out to Keffer. Great penetration in the lane. The shot is no good. Pounds has the rebound.
And that's a rare rebound, only the 4th of the game so far for the Bambies of St. Hubert's, and we have a foul against O'Hara.
I want to stress again that this rebounding difference is not necessarily because of the height or the size of O'Hara. Outside of Chrissie Donahue, Sarah Mahon, it's really a technique and also hustle, because Marty McBreen, Stacie Keffer, and Gallagher, they all get the rebounds. We've got another break. Before we send it back to our studios, I want to let you know that one of our fine sponsors of tonight's game is the law firm of McAllister & Gallagher, located at 1760 Market Street in Center City, Philadelphia. For any of your legal questions, feel free to call the law firm of McAllister & Gallagher at 963-1555. And Fox & Lazo Realtors would like to announce that its Falcon Center store in Havertown has moved to a new office. It's at 2701 Westchester Pike in Broomall. For all your realty questions and needs, please call them at their new number, 359-1200.
And again, this broadcast also being brought to you in part by Sam Alfonsi and the Alfonsi family at Sam Alfonsi's College Bound, the SAT Preparation Center, right there, School Road in Broomall, 1990 School Road. There are many top student athletes in the Delaware County region come to study SAT If you want to prepare, give them a call at 356-SATS. That last foul was on Stacie Keffer, her first. Only the fourth team foul on O'Hara, and again the foul was called by official Eileen Haig, and Eileen is one of the two officials working this game with the only male on the court being Joe Dembe. A two-person officiating crew. They'll have 3 for the boys' game.
And we're back to the action here, 33-18. O'Hara up by 15 points here in the second quarter. Glenning's driving against Ann Gallagher as O'Hara back in the man-to-man defense. Double stack low for St. Huberts, but here's a great steal by McBreen in the corner against 13 Beisel, but she steps on the end line and she makes a steal, so it will stay St. Huberts basketball. 13 Beisel to inbound. She's out there with Sue Doherty. Danielle Founds, who has the ball now inside. She shoots over 32 Donahue. No good, and Gallagher's got the rebound. Watch O'Hara. 3-on-1. Here they come again. Stacie Keffer, left-handed layup. It's up. No, but she traveled first. No, tough ball that time. Looked like Jen Beisel pushed her, but a traveling call, and that's another turnover for O'Hara. Here they go in that press again.
She shuffled the feet before she was able to try that layup on the left side.
Beisel to inbound to get to Sue Glenning. She's tried to dribble past the double right at midcourt, and that's against Mahon and Gallagher. She does successfully, finds Beisel inside. She's going to shoot over McBreen. Shot is good, and she's fouled from behind by Stacie Keffer. 33-20 now. O'Hara's lead cut to 13 with 3:29 to go, and St. Huberts can cut it down to 12.
And that's Stacie Keffer's second foul. She's just picked up 2 in a row, and a chance for a 3-point play for Jan Beisel. Jan's a junior, 5'8", averages 13 points, 5.5 rebounds for the Bambies from St. Huberts. Again, up from Torresdale Avenue, about the 7300 block in the Great Northeast, the Northern Division champions of the Catholic League. And they still have about a 12-point, they have a 12-point deficit down, 33-21, with 3.5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Gallagher now dribbling into the front court. Great move as she dribbles into the paint by two players of St. Huberts and puts up the layup open good for Gallagher. Gallagher now with 4 points, her first field goal. 35-21, O'Hara by 14. 3:07 to go second quarter. With the basketball now, Jennifer Bongard. She goes into the left wing to Founds, and now inside to number 13, Beisel, but we're going to have a foul, a push.
Marnie McBreen hit her in the back, her first, I believe.
Good foul by O'Hara because Founds would have had a layup had McBreen not hit her. And here's Sarah Mahon coming out of the game and coming back in, Denise Dillon.
She was hit in the back while trying to receive a pass, and we're not on the penalty yet for St. Hubert, so they inbound.
Sue Glenning gets the ball up the inbound, but her shot from the left side is no good, and Donahue gets the rebound. Wisely gives it to McBreen, goes up to Keffer. She's wide open, three-pointer left side, up and good. Stacie Keffer. Stacie Keffer now with 14 points. 38-21, O'Hara by 17. And now Keffer's going to get called for reaching off the press, her third personal foul.
Now that's not a very good foul. You're about 90 feet away from the basket, way down in the backcourt lane, and Stacie has picked up 3 quick fouls here in the last minute and a half. It's only the 6th on the team, so from now on, St. Huberts will also be going to the line. 1-1. They trail by 17. It's 38-21, but 3 fouls on Keffer. Maybe that could mean something. Keffer down the road.
Tough break for O'Hara as they work the ball into Beisel, and her entry pass is stolen by Cardinal O'Hara. Donahue gets it up, but it's re-stolen by Levin Sue Glenning. And the St. Huberts contingent fans right behind their basket really cheer that play, as Glenning looked to be the fastest player on the court on that play. She dribbles against Gallagher, a double team with Megan Dillon, who's into the game for Keffer. Now Glenning's on the floor, she's tied up by Gallagher. It'll be St. Huberts basketball on this alternating possession rule. Good tie-up by Ann Gallagher. 38-21, O'Hara by 17. Glenning and Beisel, the 2 key double-figure scorers for St. Huberts, but they're going to need some kind of inside presence to keep up with Cardinal O'Hara, with players such as Denise Dillon, Chrissie Donahue, and Marnie McBreen down low for O'Hara. 40 Jennifer Bongard swings it around to 22 Doherty. Now they get it back to Bongard. She doesn't take the shot over Megan Dillon, though it's open. Now she is going to fire from 10 feet left side, around the rim twice, no good. Marnie McBreen with another rebound. Now they get it up to Megan Dillon.
And it's one and done. I mean, there's no offensive rebounds so far in this ball game for St. Huberts. None.
Gets the ball into 22. Denise Dillon, the shot's no good, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it's off O'Hara. So St. Hubert's going to get it back. 38-21, the Lions leading by 17. The Bambies to inbound underneath their own basket. It's Beisel. 2-2-1 trap now. Surprisingly, Gallagher is the one on the way back for O'Hara. Number 11, Glenning, now swings it up, gets it to number 40, Jennifer Bongard, and they get it back to the foul line to Doherty. Her shot is short. It's an air ball, but it's saved before going out of bounds by Beisel. Glenning swings it inside, and now they work it to Jennifer Founds, and the ball's stolen by Marty McGreen. What a first half she's having. Gets it ahead to Gallagher. One man to beat. Layup, no, but she's fouled. Great drive by Gallagher, great pass by McGreen.
The foul is on Sue Glenning. Breaking that press.
Well, she's our most important player, period. She's our leader, the senior. She's going to Villanova next year. She'll be living with Stacie Keffer, but for tonight, they really are not thinking about their friendship there because they're both going for the Catholic League Championship. Right now, our company's got that 17-point lead.
Roommates will be one will have something to crow about for 4 years out there on the main line.
First free throw is up. It's no good by Gallagher. Actually, she missed them both, but they do get the rebound back.
Offensive rebound number 5. Total rebound for O'Hara number 16.
And here's Marty McGreen hitting a three-pointer off the pass from Gallagher. Top of the key, Marty McGreen.
And I'll tell you something, Jeremy. They're shooting 100% from the three-point circle. They're 4 for 4.
Well, I'm not surprised. I've seen them 4 times this year, and Marty McGreen, Stacie Keffer, when they're open, they'll hit that three-pointer. 41-21. Cardinal O'Hara has their biggest lead at 20 points. 40 seconds to go, second quarter. They work the ball into Beisel, and O'Hara really working hard at this man-to-man still, giving St. Huberts all kinds of trouble. Megan Dillon again getting a hand on the pass, and the ball's knocked to Gallagher. She's got McGreen behind her, but Gallagher's going to drive herself. Right-handed layup, no. The rebound is by 40. Bongard, the ball comes loose. Tied up, and now comes loose again. Glenning's got a breakaway to Beisel. Gets it to Beisel. Donahue blocks it from behind. Great play by Chrissie Donahue. Megan Dillon recovers the rebound, and the O'Hara crowd really getting pumped up by that play by Donahue. This is McGreen going top the key. Megan Dillon for 3. It's an air ball, and McGreen tries to save it, but out of bounds. It'll be St. Hubert's ball.
That pump fake right down there to the right by Glenning, rather by Beisel, cost her a chance for a layup, but then she was blocked from behind.
Well, that was total intimidation. Here's a steal. McGreen fires up for 3 at the buzzer. No good. Marty McGreen, that's the first 3 she missed, and it was from about 35 feet. 41-21. Cardinal O'Hara with a big second quarter. They lead by 20 points.
The score at halftime of our first of 3 games on WCZN tonight. Halftime of the championship girls game of the Catholic League. The score, Cardinal O'Hara 41, St. Huberts 21. We'll be back with our halftime activities.
You had 10.
O'Hara has the possession in their blue uniforms. They're shooting now to the basket to our right, and St. Huberts will shoot down to the basket to our left.
Chrissie Donahue gets the ball inside right away off her feet from Marty McGreen. And Donahue making it look easy. She's got the first 2 of the second half, and it's O'Hara by 22. They lead 43-21. 7:41 to go in this third quarter. Jeremy Treven along with John Rafal, proud to be bringing you Catholic League Girls Championship game here at the Palestra. This is Colleen McFadden, doubled in the corner. O'Hara relentless on defense again as Gallagher almost gets a steal off Doherty. Nice pass from Glenning going into the corner to McFadden. McGreen picks her up. Now they swing it 15 feet away on the right side. The jumper is off. Around the rim, no good by number 11 Glenning, and Donahue's got the rebound. Gives to Dillon.
Number 17.
Well, Chrissie Donahue, it's no surprise that she'll be clearing the boards, but Founds at 6'3" should be giving her a little bit more of a problem, but Chrissie Donahue's got the experience over Founds also. Here's Donahue on a drive. She goes in, puts up a wild shot, up and good. Chrissie Donahue with a great move.
I'm going to tell you, she drove from the left side into the paint. Susan Glenning, number 11 for Huberts, was very fortunate. She reached in, maybe no contact, but she was fortunate that a reach-in foul wasn't called on her.
Now St. Hubert's trying to dribble in the front court of O'Hara. They lose it, and McGreen picks it up off the steal from Denise Dillon. McGreen swings it to Denise Dillon. She's going to drive into the paint, puts up a shot. Off the rim, no good. Rebound goes off of Chrissie Donahue, and it goes into the hands of Beisel. 3-on-2 the other way for St. Hubert's. We're going to have the double dribble call on Beisel, and it was almost the 4th person foul on Keffer.
Tricia Dixon checks into the game, and just a reminder, with the score 45-21 O'Hara over St. Hubert's with 6.5 minutes to go in the third quarter, you're listening to the championship game of the Girls Catholic League right here on your country cousin WCZN Chester.
McGreen works it inside to Donahue again, and another easy flip-in layup for Chrissie Donahue. She gets great position. She's got 16 points. She's the high scorer now. O'Hara 47, 27, St. Huberts 21. 26-point lead for the Lions. Incidentally, as St. Huberts is working into Founds, she's going to put up a floater in the lane, no good. Donahue, the rebound comes loose, and O'Hara's got it again. This is Gallagher getting it to Stacie Keffer. She's got one person beat Dixon. Great pass to Denise Dillon. Layup is up, it's good, and she's fouled. Great play by Stacie Keffer. What I wanted to say is Denise Dillon goes to the line is in the interview with Harry Peretta just a few moments ago. I wanted to just clarify something. Denise Dillon has verbally committed to Villanova. The actual acceptance and admittance into the school is pending in April. That's when she can officially sign. But if everything goes right, Denise Dillon will be joining Sue Glenning and Stacie Keffer at Villanova and Michelle Thornton, who played at Archbishop Prendergast. Free throw was also good. It's only a 3-point play for Denise Dillon, and it's a 29-point lead for O'Hara, 50-21. Great pass inside to Beisel. Wild layup up and good, and she's fouled, and it's Chrissie Donahue. I want to let everybody know that tonight's game is also being brought in part by Sam Alfonsi's college-bound SAT Preparation Center in Broomall, where many of the top student athletes in the area study. Located at 1990 Straw Road, across from the Lawrence Park Shopping Center. Call today at 356-SATS.
And also the game is being brought to you by the Bungalow Inn, located at 403 West Baltimore Pike in Clifton Heights. Great food, a great staff atmosphere, and 9 TV sets at the Bungalow Inn. It's the best place to watch the game, whatever your game is. Call them for more information. The Bungalow Inn, 622-4684.
Ball comes loose off a missed free throw, and making the shot is Beisel for St. Huberts, cutting the lead in half, 50-25, but very quickly, Stacie Keffer penetrates and gets it to Chrissie Donahue. Donahue now with 18 points, it's 52-25 O'Hara. St. Huberts still going very quickly. This is 40 pounds into the lane, no, but she's fouled from behind. Good call, a late call, but a good one. Donahue did get her from behind. Check that, it's Jennifer Bongard who will go to the line for 2 shots now. Another sponsor of tonight's game is John Weber Incorporated, specializing in masonry, restoration, waterproofing, caulking, and brick winning. If you have any questions or needs in these areas, then you want to call John Weber Incorporated of Philadelphia. Dial now at 324-1418. Sarah Mahon comes into the game for Chrissie Donahue, who checks out with her 3rd personal foul.
And she had picked up 2 right there quickly.
Number 40, Jennifer Bongard, a 5'11" freshman, playing in this big game. Before it looks like 6, maybe a little more, 1,000. And of course, there's going to be still more people coming in before the boys' game goes on. Second free throw is up and good, making it 52-26. Now Denise Dillon trying to break the pass, gets it to Sarah Mahon, who saves it, gets it back to Dillon. Dillon in the game with Keffer, McBrain, and Gallagher. Mahon is posting up now, low. She's guarded by the freshman Bongard, and now Mahon with a nice left-handed move, gets her own rebound, follows, shot up and good. Sarah Mahon, a senior, with her first bucket of the game. Sarah Mahon has been with this program for 4 years, and along with Stacie Keffer.
Another offensive rebound, and we're going to have a foul here called on O'Hara as stripping the ball, but getting called for a reach-in.
Gallagher.
I think it's Fricko, 31.
That's Ann Gallagher. And 4:41 to go in this third quarter, 54-26. O'Hara's one of those rare girls teams that has road uniforms and home uniforms, and Ann Gallagher sometimes does wear another number, but she's number 31 tonight.
Well, that was another bonus. Talking with Pat Berry yesterday, both these teams, the St. Huberts only has one uniform, white, and they flipped a coin, and if they had lost the coin flip, they would have had to wear pennies over their white uniforms because O'Hara would have worn the home whites, but O'Hara called tails, it came up heads, and so St. Huberts got their choice. They probably wear the pennies if it could change their luck. They missed a couple from the line, and O'Hara comes away with the ball.
Sue Glenning missing the second shot. It's a fast break. Stacie Keffer, crossover dribble, left-handed layup up and good. Great play by Stacie Keffer. She's got 14, 56-27. No wonder Harry Peretta was smiling so much.
I was about to say, he jumped as high as any of the O'Hara boosters because that's a major league move that Stacie just made, a Division I kind of a play.
Denise Dillon gets this play and loses it to number 30, Dixon, but coming back with McBreen, throws up a wild shot. No, and she's fouled again. Martin McBreen just seems to be everywhere with loose balls and coming up with it and keeping plays alive for Cardinal O'Hara. She'll go to the line again. She is 5 for 5 from the line so far, and she also has 2 3-pointers.
That foul was on guard Tricia Dixon, her first, and the second team foul to have for St. Huberts.
That free throw is up and good for Marnie McGreen. Her first points in the second half. She's got 14. 57-27. O'Hara leading by 30 points. Second free throw is no good, so she's 6 for 7, and the rebound is brought down by Jennifer Bongard. But another steal off the press. It's Ann Gallagher, and now swing pass. Nicely done to Stacie Keffer. She's driving against number 14, Carrie Berry, is into the game for the first time, and now they get to McGreen. The shot's no good. Gallagher fights the rebound, but Glenning's got it. Cross-court pass to Beisel. Keffer slows her down at the foul line, and now McGreen out to help. Now she goes in, but she's being fouled by Sarah Mahon, who pushes number 13, Beisel. How about that? Well, Beisel's going to go to the line for 2 shots as Mahon picks up the foul. Before she goes to the line, I just want to remind everybody that one of our sponsors of tonight's game is the law firm of Palestra and Gallagher, located at 1760 Market Street in Center City, Philadelphia. For any of your legal questions or needs, feel free to call the law firm of Palestra and Gallagher at 963-1555.
And Coach Jack Keffer, he didn't like that at all. You're up 30 points. You get called for reach and foul. A little frustration push there was really unnecessary. Nothing came of it.
Beisel's got the first free throw.
The first foul shot, as I say, was up and in. The second one's off to the Iron Strong, and another rebound, the 20th for O'Hara.
And it's Marnie McGreen pulling down the rebound, and Gallagher has it top of the game. Man-to-man defense for St. Huberts. This is what I thought they would do to start the half rather than go to the press. Denise Dillon, she's going to drive in. The shot is no good as she got stripped. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay O'Hara basketball. Well, it really is hard to defend Cardinal O'Hara. They've got so many weapons and so many good one-on-one players. Now it looks like St. Huberts is going to match up coming out of a 3-2. Dillon drives in off the inbound, off the back iron, no, but look at the way they fight for the rebound. So Dillon loses it, and I think it's Glenning with it again. Dribbles through Keffer, and will that be 4 on Stacie Keffer? Let's see. No, it might be Denise Dillon. Yeah, Denise Dillon's going to get the foul. A push from behind. Sue Glenning against a lot of other teams, and I've seen it against the other Catholic League North teams. We'll probably have a layup on that play, but Stacie Keffer is so smart. She knows where to stand to get in her way as she attempts to make the layup. And that's what slowed her down that time. This time, St. Huberts works the ball around well, gets the ball into Bongard, and Bongard's got her first 2. 57-30. Cardinal O'Hara leading by 27, 3:08 left third quarter. This is Ann Gallagher dribbling right through the paint. Jackknifes right through and makes the layup. Ann Gallagher now has 6 points, 59-30. O'Hara leading by 29, 2:58 to go third quarter. Lenning's going to dribble and Gallagher's going to pick her up. O'Hara's staying in that man-to-man. Mahon is the one guarding the big player for St. Huberts, number 40, Jennifer Bongard. Lenning dribbling by Ann Gallagher. Nice move through the paint. Now going over to Bongard. Left-handed shot, no. Follow rebound by Beisel, no. Beisel's got it again. Layup finally, yes, for St. Huberts. Well, that's what O'Hara's been doing all game, getting second and third chances.
Well, those are the first 2 offensive rebounds in this basketball game. And it took 3.5 quarters to do it, and the question of this game really is basically been decided with a 59-32 score. But the kids from Palestra haven't given up.
Stacie Keffer just hits a 3-pointer from the top of the key. Nothing but net again for Stacie Keffer. 18 points now for Stacie Keffer.
5 out of 6 from 3-point range for O'Hara tonight.
Not surprising at all either. This is a nice move by Glenning as she goes into the paint and puts up a shot. And Glenning now has 4 points. She's obviously frustrated with the coverage from Stacie Keffer and Ann Gallagher and Denise Dillon on the doubles. And certainly O'Hara's got more firepower to work with in this game. Denise Dillon now, foul line extended right, looks for the entrance pass to Mahon, instead goes to McGreen. Nice quick dribble, great pass to Mahon. Left-handed shot, no. Just off the rim, no. We're going to have a reach-in foul, and it's Denise Dillon. Let's see how many on Dillon now. Could be 3.
That will be team foul number 6, and it is Dillon's 3rd. And we're going to keep it right here with a minute 35 to go here in the 3rd quarter. And we'd like to talk about the good folks at
Holy Quitter. Out there for O'Hara, Stacie Keffer, Ann Gallagher, Marnie McGreen, Gretchen Fricko into the game for the first time, number 30, and number 20, Sarah Mahon. For St. Huberts into the game is number 40, Jennifer Bongard. Glenning still handling the point, 22 Doherty. This is Glenning going all the way, left-handed layup, up and good. It's actually an 8-foot bank shot, including Tom McGallagher, making it 62-36. Also into the game for St. Huberts, Jen Beisel and Colleen McFadden. So a nice move that time by Glenning, as she now has 6 points. Foul was on Gallagher, her second. Glenning's going to go to the line. 62-36, O'Hara leading.
And as you can probably hear from that crowd noise, St. Huberts is shooting at the basket to our left, and on that entire baseline is the student body, 1,300 strong from Northeast Philadelphia, and they still have a lot of spirit. The score may be a little low, part of the student body, and the player out there for Coach Pat Berry is still first rate.
This is Gallagher dribbling through the man-to-man defense, gets it to Marty McCreen. It looks like a weave coming up for Cardinal O'Hara. Gallagher working with McCreen, as Coach Keffer has definitely changed the offensive alignment on this sequence. Holding the ball right now is Marty McCreen. Scott Keffer open on the right wing, gets it to Keffer, now inside to Fricko, into the game for the first time. And Gretchen gets tied up by number 40, Bongard. And they're going to say it's O'Hara basketball. So Gallagher to inbounds underneath the basket. Looking for somewhere to go. Gets it to Mahon, but the ball is deflected out of bounds by 13, Jen Beisel. Now Gallagher's going to try it again. She's at the right of the basket. Now gets it to Stacie Keffer. She drives right baseline, swings it back out to Gallagher. She better save it before it's backcourt. She dribbles it off Glenning. Glenning's got the steal, goes to McFadden. And now McFadden is tied up by Marty McCreen. Marty McCreen fouls her. And Coach Keffer looking over. Left in the third quarter.
And they will be shooting, as this is over the limit at the 17 fouls. As Marty McCreen picks up her second foul, and it's 7 and at the line for 1-1 for St. Huberts will be Colleen McFadden.
Kind of surprising that Cardinal O'Hara with 7 fouls this half already. St. Huberts with just 2. Yet it's O'Hara up 62-37. Sometimes that's a good indicator of the team that's losing.
She's a 69% free throw shooter, and she hits the first of the 1-1. She averages 10 points a game. Number 23 for the Bambies of St. Huberts.
And McFadden makes 1 of 2. She's only got 3 points in this contest. And here's McCreen with another rebound, and she's doing it all. She brings it up into the front court, goes to Keffer. They're going to work the weave again. Gallagher, McCreen, and Keffer, the 3 main ball handlers for this team. Sarah Mahon, high post, Gretchen Fricko, low post. Keffer's got a double team. Now makes a dangerous pass to Mahon, who catches it at the top of the key. Swings it to Gallagher, who's not looking to shoot right now. Great pass inside to Fricko. Layup is up, off the rim, no good. Rebound Mahon, left-handed flip around the rim, no good. Rebound McCreen, the ball comes loose. Mahon's got it, she's tied up. Oh no, they're going to call a foul on Glenning. It looks like a reach. Looks like a reaching foul on Glenning. I thought they were going to tie the ball up. And with 5 seconds left, it's going to be tough for St. Huberts to play without Glenning. If that's her fourth. Let's see how many. I believe it's her third. Yes, it's her third personal foul. They're going to give Mahon 2 shots here.
Unofficially, Jeremy rebounds number 23 and 24 of the game, and number 9 and 10 off the offensive glass for O'Hara. And no team can give away that many opportunities and really expect to win at the championship level, and that's what's really happened here tonight. We've got 5 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Sarah Mahon's got 1 free throw, making it 63-38. Right now, as Cardinal O'Hara leading over St. Huberts. 2 seconds to go in the third quarter. Glenning throws up a long 3 from the left side. It's short, and that's the end of the third quarter. 63-38, Cardinal O'Hara leading.
We're back. 3 quarters complete to score. Cardinal O'Hara 63, St. Huberts 38. It's been all O'Hara. They've owned the rebounds advantage offensively and defensively. And now we're just playing for pride.
Now dribbles into the left side, 12 feet away from the basket. Here comes the double with Denise Dillon. They get it to Doherty. The pass is stolen inside by Marty McCreen again. But Denise Dillon now has it. Denise Dillon brings it up for O'Hara. Just about everybody in this O'Hara team, as they find Chrissie Donahue wide open. Layup up and good from the feed from Gallagher. Chrissie Donahue, 10 points in the second half. She's got 20 right now. You know, watching Cardinal O'Hara play tonight as they work the ball into Beisel, layup over McGreen, no, and the rebound is by 32 Donahue, who's back in the game. All 5 starters, Gallagher, McGreen, Keffer, Dillon, and Gallagher into the game right now for Cardinal O'Hara. Marty McGreen has it behind the arc on the 3-point side, on the right side, I should say. And now they get another great pass inside to Chrissie Donahue, another layup for Donahue. She's got 22. She's unstoppable down low tonight. Sue Glenning left-handed layup, and it goes for Sue Glenning.
The decibel level of the St. Huberts crowd hasn't diminished. That last play for O'Hara offensively, it was really Jennifer Bogart was just giving too much. She was fronting the O'Hara girl, just gave her too much room to get that entry pass.
Here's another 3-pointer by Stacie Keffer. She gets the pass from Ann Gallagher, and nothing but net 3 times from the top of the key for Stacie Keffer.
6 out of 7 from 3-point range, and Jeremy, the only one that didn't go in was almost really an end of the first half force shot from about 25 feet that hit nothing, and so we're really 6 for 6 when it counts.
I hate to correct you. Here's McGreen firing for 3 again. She's got it, Marty McGreen from the right side. They're only going to give her 2 points. It looked like a foot on the line. 72-40. O'Hara leading by 32. I was just going to say Ann Gallagher did miss a 3 from the left side. Driving again. Gallagher between her legs, great move, left hand and layup. No. Beisel offensive rebound. Shot. Dillon's got the rebound. Here it is. 4-1 O'Hara. Keffer on her left. Donahue on the right. Dillon takes it herself. Puts up the shot in the paint. Up and good. Denise Dillon now has 7 points, 74-40, and O'Hara's still going with the starters, so there's just 5:40 left in the game. But for that matter, so is St. Huberts. This is Beisel with the basketball, foul line extended right, guarded by McGreen. Now foul line extended left, jumper by Bongard, no good. The rebound is by Stacie Keffer, and she's fouled.
That foul is going to be called on Jen Beisel, I believe. For second, and we're not on the penalty at all. It's only the 3rd team foul, probably the 4th team foul to have. First, second on Beisel, the 4th on the team. So O'Hara went down to the baseline.
We've got a substitution for St. Huberts. Chrissie Maloney coming into the game for the first time. Here's a pick by Glenning as she's trying to steal the ball from Gallagher off the press. 2-1-2 press coming up right here for St. Huberts. And Gallagher inbounds, gets it to Donahue. Has McGreen on the break. And they don't get it to her as the ball's knocked, deflected out of bounds. They say it went off McGreen's fingertips, so it's going to be St. Huberts basketball.
That entry pass was deflected first by St. Huberts, but then was a double deflection and went off O'Hara, and St. Huberts inbounds the ball and brings it into the court.
Maloney gives to Glenning, and Glenning has it. The Gallagher on her. 74-40, O'Hara comfortably ahead with 5:15 to go in this ballgame. Here's Glenning fired for the 3, top of the key off the back iron. No, Denise Dillon another rebound. Keffer has it, and look at all 5 O'Hara girls running up the court. Keffer dribbles it, tried to make a dribble pass inside. It was kicked out of bounds by Glenning, and the ball will stay Cardinal O'Hara. Good play by Glenning to prevent the layup from Donahue.
O'Hara had 41 points at halftime, and double that would be 82, and they're only 8 points away with still 5 minutes to go.
Donahue swings to Gallagher, nice shovel pass to McGreen, back to Donahue. She goes right down the middle, basket good, and she's fouled. Well, one of the reasons for that is the score 76-40. Again, is the conditioning of O'Hara. I've seen them 4 times, and they do not get tired. Though they lost the games to Christ the King and Downingtown National Powers, they did not lose those games on fatigue because they run up and down all night long. They're doing it tonight, and they're just as effective now as they were in the first quarter. 76-40 here in the 4th quarter. Donahue with a 3-point play.
The foul was on Danielle Founds of St. Huberts, her 2nd and the 5th on the team.
25 right now for Donahue. This is McFadden getting it to Beisel. Beisel swings the right corner to number 11, Glenning. Now top to keep McFadden. The 3 is way short. Here's Beisel, the best rebounder tonight for St. Huberts. Follow-up rebound up and good for Beisel. 13 points for Beisel. She leads St. Huberts at 77-42. And Gallagher dribbles into Keffer. Now to Marty McGreen. St. Huberts really looks fatigued while O'Hara really looks comfortable. Here's Keffer firing from 3, top of the key again. This one bounces off the back iron, no good. Her first 3-point miss. Glenning on a 3-on-1 the other way, gets to Beisel. Shot over Keffer, up and good. 15 points for Beisel, 77-44. Well, there's about to be multiple substitutions for O'Hara. In case you were wondering, listening on the radios, Gallagher goes in, goes to Marty McGreen. She brings it back behind the three-point line. In case you were wondering why some of these starters are still in, got to remember this is their last game. It's their last hurrah in high school after this Catholic League championship. No more games for Stacie Keffer. Three-pointer up by McGreen is no good. Beisel's got the rebound, and St. Huberts has a 3-on-2. Beisel in the middle of the court goes to 11 Glenning. She trips, falls out of bounds, travels. And O'Hara's got the basketball again. Here come the substitutions. Marty McGreen coming out first, Denise Dillon coming out. Rico coming back in. We're going to have substitutions all over the place. Standing ovation right now for Cardinal O'Hara. The seniors on this team again. Sarah Mahon, a 4-year player with the program. Denise Dillon, a 4-year player. And Gretchen Fricko's been with the program the whole time. Stacie Keffer, of course, has been a 3-year starter here at Cardinal O'Hara. Actually, a 4-year starter for her father, Jeff Keffer. So those 4 players really doing the job for O'Hara. I believe most of them are coming out right now.
1990 School Road in Broomall. For more information, give them a call about their courses to prepare high school students, whether you're an athlete or not. Their phone number is 356-SATS, 356-SATS.
Cardinal O'Hara. As we come back into the play, the substitutions have been made into the game. Megan Dillon, number 11 is Kelly Kempton, number 12 Katie O'Leary, number 30 Gretchen Fricko, number 20 Sarah Mahon. Colleen McFadden has the basketball for St. Hubert. She has the top of the key. She's in there with Maloney, Glenning, Beisel, and Doherty. We have the ball tied up somewhere in the paint area. And it's going to go back to O'Hara, I believe. This is Kelly Kempton to inbound the ball for O'Hara. 77-44 is the score in favor of O'Hara. 3:20 to go in the ball game. Also want to announce that WCZN's proud to have Joe McGarity of McGarity Ford and Chevrolet as a proud sponsor of tonight's game. He's been a longtime supporter of Catholic League. And I don't believe this crescendo has Sue Clement as this may laugh, but I believe.
Well, that is live.
Yes, this is what I thought it was. 1,000 points for Sue Clement. She's getting an outstanding ovation right here as they stop the game. And this place is really loud. This is what the Palestra is all about. We've got about 7,000 people here. Sue Clement getting a big hug from her coach, Pat Murray. Flowers coming from the crowd. Well, when you're down 31 points and you're not thinking about that, that's real sportsmanship. St. Hubert players are as happy as O'Hara right now. 77-46, O'Hara by 31, but Sue Glenning has scored her 1,000th point. First player in St. Hubert's history to do it. She gets over to the side of the court, gets a hug from her dad. And let's see, by my count, she's got 12 points in the game, so she had 988 coming in then.
That is correct. And again, that was a 2-0 breakaway. And my hat's off to Colleen McFadden, the junior guard, who averages 10 points. And she easily could have taken it, but she waited for her teammates to catch up to stitch it off. It was a 2-0 and a left-handed layup on the left side, and it happens. What a place to score your 1,000th point in your last game in high school at the Palestra.
Quite a memory, and she'll always have that with Sue Glenning, and she's going to stay in the game. And believe it or not, St. Hubert's is going to press right here. 2-1-2, 77-46 is the score by O'Hara. O'Hara leading.
Working on her next 1,000, right, Jeremy?
Possibly. I'm sure she'll finish with more than 1,000. And here's a turnover as Gretchen Fricko shuffled the feet trying to break the press. Now McFadden comes out of the game, coming into the game for the first time for St. Hubert's, number 15, Karen Rogers, 5'5" junior. And another opportunity for Beisel, I believe. Make a shot here. Let's see.
Well, they're in the 1-on-1. She wasn't shooting, I don't believe. And she pulled down another board, the 4th offensive rebound. And I'll tell you, right now it's 31-17 off the offensive board.
15 points for Beisel. First free throw up and good. She's a Division I prospect too, from many of the people I've heard. She now has 16 points.
She averages 5.5 rebounds during the season, but she's got almost a half of the team's total. She's got 9. and there's a timeout called by O'Hara with 2:47 to go in the fourth quarter. O'Hara 77, St. Huberts 47. By the way, no, when I say take a break, once we start that interview with the Archbishop or something, we can stop at the second.
Hurry, number 14, back in. Places Jen Lysol. Sue Donahue, number 22, checks into the senior lineup. This is Stacie Keffer.
Grab a couple players, bring them up there. Right here. And Jeremy Treatment back here at the Palestra. We're back to the live action. O'Hara leading 77-48. Katie O'Leary with the basketball in the right corner. They swing it to Kelly Kempton, and now back to 20, Sarah Mahon. Inside they go to O'Leary. Puts up a shot, no, but she's fouled by Sue Glenning. That's got to be a good feeling for Katie O'Leary to draw the Villanova-bound senior with a foul. She'll go to the line for a couple of shots. Katie O'Leary, one of our CYO graduates from Holy Cross that we've been talking about, and she'll get a chance to go to the line. 77-48, O'Hara leading, 2:05 to go in the game. And here's Sue Glenning going out to a standing ovation after scoring a 1,000 point. That will be the last high school performance of Sue Glenning.
O'Leary's a junior. She's 5'6", and we expect a lot more action next year as the seniors who are leaving the O'Hara club going on to what they hope bigger and better things at the college level next year.
Katie O'Leary's got 1 of 2. Fricko offensive rebound, layup up and good for Gretchen Fricko. So it's nice to see Fricko getting 2 points here in her last game. 2 points for Fricko. 80-48, O'Hara leading over St. Huberts here in the Catholic League championship game at the Palestra. Swinging it around right now, around the perimeter, 4 white shirts to St. Huberts. The ball comes loose, and now running it down will be number 30, Dixon of St. Huberts. Has the ball stolen by Megan Dillon, and the foul's going to be on Dixon.
And that may put the St. Huberts club over the limit. It is team foul number 7, so O'Hara will go to the charity stripe at the basket to our right here at the Palestra, and they'll have a 1-and-1.
And the third 5 right now of O'Hara is going to come into the game. Number 14, Julie McGovern. Number 23 is Jody Jankowsko into the game.
And at the line,
on our goalie's also in the game.
It'll be Megan Dillon at the line, as she was the beneficiary of that push foul and a scramble down to the other side of the court, the St. Huberts just outside the foul line, and now she hits the first of her 1-and-1, making it 81-48, and 1 more point, and it'll equal the 41 points they scored in the first half, and they do.
Megan Dillon's got 2. She comes down now as Kelly McColdrick comes into the game, and it's 82-48. O'Hara leading with 1:39 left in the game. Into the game for the first time for St. Huberts, incidentally, number 20, Amy McKeever. She's at 1 guard. Doherty's still in there. 15 is Karen Rogers, who's still in there. 21, Maloney. And number 14, Carrie Berry. Carrie Berry swings it around to Maloney. There's a long three-pointer, and it's an air ball. It was actually a shot over the top of the backboard. And the girl who shot it, number 20 for St. Huberts, Amy McKeever, was laughing hysterically right after she missed it, John.
It's hard to believe that did hit something. The stanchion behind the backboard, the shot clock, the guy wires, no.
That's what I thought it was going to hit, the shot clock. McColdrick with it, and now O'Hara has it. Number 15, McColdrick, and they swing it to number 23, Jody Jankowsko, misses a 3. The follow-up rebound is by Julie McGovern. No, but we're going to have an offensive foul, I believe, on O'Hara.
Well, it's a common foul as the girls are going for a rebound, so we're going to walk the floor, not a player control, and shoot 1-and-1. And as they would say, the clock is in the red. The orange and red up there on the scoreboard, and the actual numbers of what quarter it is and what the score is, and it's 82-48. The clock being under 1 minute, the terminology in the red doesn't usually actually go through the clock. 59 seconds remain in what's going to be a Cardinal O'Hara Girls Catholic League Championship victory here on Friday the 13th.
And a very well-deserved championship. O'Hara will finish 21-5. on the season, and of course 4 of those 5 losses, actually all 5 of those losses were to national powers, and the only team in state to beat them was Downingtown, which of course is the only team in the state that could probably play with O'Hara. Here's missing a shot is Cardinal O'Hara with the air ball, and now the ball comes loose, and a shot comes off the backboard. That may be McColgic who took that one. The rebound comes up to Maloney. 40 seconds. Don't go anywhere. We're going to have a couple special guests and stars of the game coming on the radio right after this. Here's a drive by 32 of St. Huberts. Janet Monahan, the shot's no good. Great pass inside from McColgic into number 23 of Cardinal O'Hara. Jane Costco's shot no good. The ball's stolen. And now stepping on the end line is St. Huberts. 23 seconds to go. Want to thank again some fine sponsors of Cardinal O'Hara basketball tonight. The law firm of Palestra Gallagher, located downtown at 1760 Market Street in Philadelphia. For any legal questions, feel free to call John Gallagher at 963-1555. Another sponsor, John Weber Incorporated, specializing in restoration and waterproofing. Call them 324-1418. O'Hara's got the ball. They're holding for the final shot here. 10 seconds to go. Here's a shot, no good. Ball comes loose as the freshman of St. Huberts throws it up. We're going to have a final layup. I don't have a number on number 10 of O'Hara. That's the final basket, 84-48. We got 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's it. Cardinal O'Hara has won the Catholic League Championship. Cardinal O'Hara has won the championship, 84-48 over St. Huberts. Jack Keffer, Reddy Pierre, and Jelly very happy on the sideline as Cardinal O'Hara put it all together. And in a real nice moment, a lot of the members of the Cardinal O'Hara boys team have run out on the court to congratulate some of the girls.
The final score in our first game of tonight's championship doubleheader from the Palestra, the Catholic League Championship doubleheader between the Northern Division champion St. Hubert Bambies and the Southern Division champion Cardinal O'Hara Lions. The score, Cardinal O'Hara 84, St. Huberts 48. We'll be back with some post-game comments and hopefully some interviews.
Here's your final official scoring for Cardinal O'Hara. Official leads for Chrissie Donahue with 24 points. Stacie Keffer with 20, 17 for Marnie Green, 6 for Nick Gallagher, 7 for Denise Dillon, 3 for Sarah Lehan, 2 for Megan Dillon, 2 for Patty Smite, and 1 for Katie O'Leary. St. Huberts, Ben Lysel, official leads 4 with 21, 2 for Glenn with 12, 6 for Danielle Founds, 3 for Jennifer Dunbar, 3 for Carly Fat, 2 for Chrissie